welcome to Real Heavy, Deep, Cool, Deep, Real Conversations with Carlos. Anyway, I'm your host, Carlos Stargell. Yes, and this time I'm doing a solo thing. I'm going live by myself today. But in the future, in future reference, if y'all decide y'all want to choose to go live, or y'all want to go live, y'all can email me at carlosstargell05 at gmail.com. Now, if you don't, now you can also message me to my inbox on my messenger, Facebook Messenger on either account. Carlos will be Carlos first Stargell, Carlos the Verbal Assassin Stargell, or Carlos Stargell the last. Mainly I use Carlos Stargell the last. But and if you have my number, you can send me a text and let me know if you want to go live. But those who don't have my number, just go to my email at carlosstargell05 at gmail.com or either pages on my Facebook Messenger. Like I said, Carlos will be Carlos first Stargell, Carlos the Verbal Assassin Stargell, and Carlos Stargell the last. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that like or that bell at Carlos Stargell 910. Okay, I was going live today because I've talked to a cousin of mine on Facebook earlier, and I haven't talked to her in months, and it was due time, and I was letting her know since she has my number. Well, she has my Facebook Messenger, but I'm not gonna call out due to the respect I have for her privacy. Because if you want to go live with me, just email me at carlosstargell05 at gmail.com, or you can you can inbox me and let me know, or I gave you my number, so you can send me a text message and let me know when you want to go live. Cause I'll be glad to have you. I miss you coming up to Kroger every day. I miss seeing you at Kroger. I miss seeing you at Kroger when I was up there, and you know I miss Odell. I miss him dearly. Now I know, and I know that you were heartbroken during this loss. Cause hell, I was too, and that really hurted me. And then the sad part about it, it was months after my father passed. But it's all good. They're both in a better place now. And they probably looking down, smiling, both of them. And you know, my dad and Odell, they knew each other, and they were tighter than Poly Group too. Both of them. When both of them got together, both of them, you couldn't tell them nothing. And they were fools with it. I'm just letting you know. I mean, in a good way. It was all about having a good time. And that's exactly what they did. Lived life and had a good time, especially my cousin Odell, Charles Odell Rucker. Now, I really miss that joker because he was a joy to be around. A lot of people didn't know, but cousin Odell was a joy. And his wife Dora, that's the cousin I'm calling out to. And I said I wasn't gonna call out, but I just you know how y'all know I can't hold water. But anyway, and she is such a sweetheart. And I'm glad we got closer over the years, especially me working at Kroger. That just made us a lot closer. And I'm just gonna say this, Dora. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but call me sometimes, cuz we still family. Odell might be gone, but I'm still here. We still family. Call me. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. We still kin folks. And you gonna always be in the family long my watch. As long as I'm walking this earth and breathing fire, we gonna always be cool. So, and I mean, like I said, and I miss you so much, and I miss your company. You and Odell, 'cause both of y'all used to have, both of y'all were great together, and y'all were fun to be around. And you know I love foreign people. I mean, come on now. You know you got to have some fun in this world, because if you walk around with a sour mouth, stone face, always looked uptight like you got your head in your tail, I mean, you know what? You don't have a purpose in life and you don't have a life and it's not worth living. So, like I always tell them, no matter how bad life can get, smile. No matter how tough times will be, it shouldn't give you no reason to want to take your own life. So, life ain't that serious where you want to kill yourself for real. If you're that depressed, that goes for anybody. If anybody's that depressed, pick up the phone and call somebody, somebody you feel that you can trust, or somebody you can confide in. I mean, I know it's hard to trust a lot of people because you do got a lot of scheming, backstabbing bastards and bitches. Yeah, I said it. And excuse and pardon my language, but I'm just telling it like it is. And that's what this podcast is about too. It's a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of vent, but it's a whole lot of fun. But at the same time, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna vent and I'm gonna say what I feel. But at the same time, I'm still gonna be mindful for basically adults and my elders, kids, and men or women of God. But just to keep it real with you, when it comes to the so-called men and women of God, I have no disrespect for them. I have nothing bad to say about them. But I will say this: the problem why the problem I have is not the men and women of God. I have a problem with the ones who scream all this holy fire BU double hockey stick sugar on the iced tea. And majority of them, like I said, and the majority of them don't even want and don't even practice what they preach. They can try to, they always try to pinpoint and tell people how to live their lives, and half of them can't even handle their business behind closed doors. So people like that, my advice for them, and I'm just gonna say it one time, and I'm gonna say it very calmly and real, I'm gonna say it as real as I can get, and I'm gonna try to say it as nice as I can. But y'all know me. People like that who try to pinpoint other people's lives and don't practice what they preach. Please shut the hell up. Because if you can't, because if you can't practice what you preach or you can't lead by example, that's the best thing for you to do. Shut the f up. And I'm just telling it like it is. I mean, because y'all been so brainwashed for the last 500 years. Half of y'all don't know what time. Half of y'all don't know what time it is. Y'all, mostly a lot of y'all think y'all know so much and don't know, don't can't barely spell your name and don't know your tails from a hole in the ground. And half of y'all don't know. Half of them. It's not about the education. It's about common sense. A lot of y'all, the ones with common sense, I can respect that. But the ones who got less education and think they know everything and don't know they ass from a hole in the ground, that's the one who the ones who I'm calling out. So, and then the ones who don't know they butts from a hole in the ground, they prone, they are very known and prone to keep a whole lot of confusion and translation, a whole lot of shit started. I mean, for real. They think that they can do it because they can. But little do they know, it's somebody out there that will put them in their place, make them feel like the soul got snatched out of them, and put, in other words, in the clearest terms I can translate it to, embarrass them and make them look and feel real stupid. Because, and when they do that, their feelings get hurt, and then they want revenge and all that. No, you you got your you no, you just got matched. Sit your ass down. Shut up. That's all you can do. I mean, because guess what? Cause next time you try to come at a person a certain way, they might not be so nice. A lot of them can be very, 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 very. Put like this: you don't know what goes through a person's mind on the real, for real. You never know what they. Oh hell. Okay, there you go. But like I said, a lot of them don't know. You don't know what goes through a person's mind. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what traumatized them. Now, and I notice about a lot of people who live far out from people, and they live in a secluded land. They live in a land, have a land, and they be secluded. No, and the only way they, if they have to go somewhere, they drive to the store, whatever. They don't live near the big city. They don't have to worry about. They don't worry about public transportation. They get there the best way they can. They drive. But I wonder about some people like that sometimes too, because it seems like the farther, I mean, people like that that move far out like that sometimes to me, I mean, I'm not trying to say this to be difficult to find it, but a lot of people that live far away like that from around a lot of people, a lot of them are traumatized from their past. And and I don't find that difficult to believe because you think they can be some of the nicest people on the street when you meet them, but I mean, I'm not gonna say that about everybody because I mean we I mean they who have yet not sinned cast the first stone, and we do not live in glass house, so we really do need to quit throwing stones because I mean you got some people, but then you got some people that'll put on the front like they real nice, they got it going on, but then they got some sugar honey iced tea so deep within them. And then when it starts to hit the fan, and then you see that real side of them. You know, makes you wonder, makes you think. But at the same time, you got to be in this day and time. You got to be not only careful, but you got to be cautious as a mom, for real, because everything everything that seems nice is not, and everything that look good, that doesn't mean that they're good. Everybody who look good, that don't mean that they're good. I mean, you got some people out there. You think they think they're the most beautiful person in the world, but guess what? Looks don't mean a damn thing if you ain't got your attitude together. That's all I can say. Cause I mean I'm not gonna call nobody out, but I knew some people thought they were very nice looking, thought they were very nice, and then the outside appearance make them seem like. But then again, after I got to know them, and I just kept looking at them every day. And then I mean I ain't gonna say they don't. I'm not gonna say they not nice looking people, but the ones who got the nastiest attitude, the more, and I look at them more and more. All I can say is, damn, they look like the freaking devil, and they do because they got a whole they always say they've been through a lot of hell. Yeah, they caused a lot of hell too. But what really kills me, when you really know how a person is, and then you tell a person how they really are, they always come up with more excuses than that. You know who going to jail. You don't know what they've been through. I don't give a damn what they went through. I mean, we all go through something. Everybody done been through something. But it doesn't make it right for how you treat people. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Don't just because you've been through something, that don't mean you have to that don't mean you have to take it out on the world. That don't mean you have to be all nasty and evil toward a lot of people. But Pete, this though, my philosophy is this: if you mad at somebody and you really want to get even, you get even with that person or whoever made you, whoever pissed you off. Don't take it out on the world, because the world didn't do a damn thing to you. The person of the people of conflict did. So if you got a problem, don't take it out on everybody. Take it out on the person or people who pissed you off. That's my philosophy. Oh yeah. And like I'm gonna say this, and before you plot against people that hurt you, don't. That's when the laws of karma step in. But like a lot of us, we're all guilty we all guilty of certain stuff, especially karma, and especially, I'm gonna tell you something. What we guilty of? A lot of us are guilty of acting out and don't think. During that moment, during that moment when you're pissed off or upset or angry or anything like that, a lot of people don't think when they're in that situation. They are acting out without thinking, and that's how a lot of them end up getting hurt, going to jail, or worse. A lot of people get killed not thinking for thinking without acting. But the ones who go for bad and don't care and still act without thinking, guess what? I hate to say this, but people like that don't last too long. I mean, if somebody, I mean, you know what they say in the Bible too, and you know it's a true saying: you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So, if you going around trying to go for bad, thinking you can do whatever to whoever because you can, guess what? Somebody else can do you that same way, and there won't be a damn thing nobody can do about it because that's the life you chose, and especially if you have, excuse me, especially if you have a lot of enemies, especially if you have a lot of enemies. Now, if you have a lot of enemies and you done did so much dirt to people, and when something happened, a lot of people wouldn't know, and personally, a lot of people wouldn't even give a damn because of the company you keep, especially if you have a lot of enemies. Now, now I know I'm not gonna call nobody out, but I know a certain person. That woman had more. I mean, that person had more enemies, and they were the most despised people, not only in DeKalb but Atlanta. But they went around thinking they all lit in a bowl of grits, knowing they weren't nothing that looked like a whole bag, looked like a 200-pound bag of sugar and iced tea. And guess what? I mean, I'm not trying to step on nobody, rain on nobody parade, but they're no longer with us now. But guess what? And look, and just to say this, none of us are in no position to determine who's good and who's evil, and we're in no position to determine who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. For real, whatever they done on this earth, they have to be held accountable, and that goes for them, that goes for me, that goes for you, that goes for any and everybody. Anybody with good sense, especially the one. And then let me tell you this though, and a lot of times, sometimes I mean, a lot of people forget, especially how they were raised, where they came from, or whatever. But guess what, y'all? Guess what, people? Just because, just because, I mean, you got some people that grew up in good environments, nice home, got everything they want, but they still turned out to be low lives and cold-hearted, no good ass people. But guess what? Everybody say too, everybody has a phase. True. But some people, I don't consider that a phase. I consider that I consider that stupidity because, like I said, I mean, but I'm not gonna, but it's not for me to say or judge, but I thank the Lord every day. I mean, I'm not trying to make it look like that I'm an angel because I'm not. I mean, none of us are perfect. None of us wear halos, and none of us damn sure don't wear no horns either. So, and I always say too, they who yet not sin cast the first stone, and we don't live in glass house, so we need to quit that bullshit right now. Stop throwing stones. That's what I want to say. But and like I'm gonna say this too, instead of trying to put others down, try to make them feel lower than what they are, uplift them, help them up, help them out. I mean, come on now. And then one thing we really need to practice, and like another friend of mine told me, and I'm gonna call her out because she was an angel in my. I mean, I didn't realize it at first, but now that I look at it, she's been that angel that always looked out for me. Far as spiritually, yes. And I'm gonna give her her props. Lakeisha Shantae Jackson. I gotta give that sister her props because she might be 20 years younger than me, but that woman is anointed. She is so anointed. And I just want to share this with y'all. I was glad me and her finally had a chance to really talk. We didn't talk verbally, but we did talk on Facebook Messenger, and I let her know that I apologized for how I was acting around her. And I let her know I was during that time I was so full of rage and anger, and that came from the hurt I went through, and then caused me to have trust issues, caused me not to want to be bothered around a lot of people. Just didn't want nobody to get close to me ever again until now because I got a fiance now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, getting back to Miss Jackson, I am for real. But anyway, when we talked, and I let her know that when I apologized, I let her know what the deal was going on with me. Thank you, Keisha, for accepting my apology. Thank you for putting up with my crazy ass ever since you know me from the Crook on Covenant Highway. And thank you for believing. And thank you not only for believing in God, but for believing in me. And believe that what I was going through wasn't me. I was just full of rage and I was angry and upset. And I want to thank you for sticking by me as a friend. And you know that's why I call you my angel. Because I really appreciate you, Lakeisha. You are a true woman of God and so anointed. And whatever you're doing, keep it up. Cause whatever it is, it's working, sister. And I just want to say, I'm very proud of you. And I'm very blessed to have you as a friend. God bless you, sister. And Keisha, whenever you want to go on live, I know you working all day. I know you're a very busy sister. But sometimes take time out and go live with your homie Carlos, your brother in Christ. Please. I would appreciate that. But I'm not gonna put a gun in your head. I'm not gonna nail you to the cross. I'm just asking. It's up to you whether you want to. Whether you want to, yeah. It's either yay or nay. But after all said and done, you still my sister in Christ. Thank you, Lakeisha Jackson. But I had to give that shout out to her because, like I said, when I was going through my trials and tribulations, and I was full of rage and anger, even though I wasn't trying to hit at the time, she think I wasn't trying to hit, but guess what? I took it. Everything you said, I took heed to it, Lakeisha. And like I said, as a sister in Christ, you are one of them wonderful people that made me get closer to God than ever. And I thank you for real. And I'm gonna keep on thank you until my teeth fall out. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. In a way, for real though. Well, my time is almost up. Well, I just want to let y'all know if y'all are true wrestling fans, just want to let you know, Raw on Monday nights will be on tonight on USA channel. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna watch me some wrestling at 8 o'clock Monday night. Raw, yes. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to my show, Cool, Heavy, Real Deep Mellow Conversations with Carlos. And and those who haven't subscribed yet, please feel free from the bottom of your hearts, touch that bell at Carlos Stars 910. But to let you know too, I will be going live tomorrow after the 12 o'clock rush hour. That should be around between the hours of 2 and 2:30, 3 o'clock. And again, after the 6 o'clock rush hour, the hours of 6 and 7. So by the grace of God, I will hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, God bless you all. I love you. Y'all take good care of yourselves and each other. Peace, two fingers. I'm out here like last year. Good night, y'all.